Which one is best? Cardano? Ethereum? Solana? Hey guys. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. It's not possible for me to select any one from these coins, because each one of them is unique with their own aspect. But I will deep dive into 3 of these and will guide you in detail about each coin. I will explain and show some stats and data from around the blockchain, telling exactly what's going on with these 3 coins and the ecosystem in general, including what the future holds and how we should play them. The video is going to be very informative for you, so watch the video till the very end. But before the video starts, if you are new to this channel, I recommend you to subscribe to this channel and hit the notification bell for future updates. Disclaimer. So let's study Solana first. We need to know why this crypto has had this parabolic rise and if it will stay up at this price. The main reason for the rise in the price of Sol is NFTs. Actually, FTX Exchange launched its NFT marketplace with Solana and Ethereum cross-chain trading, which gives more volume in the latest NFT search. They offered lower minting fees, which attracted artists who found gas fees on Ethereum really painful, taking advantage of price differentials across Solana and ETH. But after being spammed with hundreds and even thousands of pictures of a fish, FTX started charging about 500 used as a one-time fee for minting NFTs on the platform. Degenerate Ape is one of the major NFT projects actually built on Solana, and it also gave the blockchain its first $1 million NFT sale. These are huge steps for Solana as a competitor to Ethereum, who has really been the pioneer of NFTs up until now. Ethereum, the founder of Vitalik Buterin, knows about the NFT problems on Ethereum, mainly the gas fees, and already has ideas to solve it by moving NFTs from the main chain to some sort of layer 2 solutions. With Cardano also doing NFTs in Solana, Ethereum has stiff competition to stay at number 1. Unfortunately, the persistent high fees will be here for months more before any ETH 2.0 upgrades, and layer 2s can get involved. Project Serum is another project by FTX using the Solana blockchain. It's a fully decentralized DEX and DeFi ecosystem where you can directly trade coins between different blockchains. This is really the holy grail right now for projects and can add a lot of value to certain chains, as we've seen with Polygon and Solana up until now. What's really unique about the Serum is that it has an order bookstore market for a DEX. So you can trade like you're on a centralized exchange, but you keep your coins in your wallet, and you have full ownership and control. Solana powers this because of how fast transactions and block times are on the network. Something that ETH can't really dream of doing without some serious level to help anyway. The Serum is in phase 3, which will enable trading and lending on the platform. The question for me is, where can Solana go from here? The use cases I've mentioned, including NFTs and also Project Serum, are great. But they aren't new, and the token has grown about 300% in the last 30 days. So if you think Solana can potentially take a lot of NFT trading and demand from Ethereum given the lower fees, or if you think Solana will help projects like Serum succeed, then it's definitely worth keeping an eye on. Just as a guide to what's happening right now in the markets, we can see how much NFTs really powered the latest price rises in Ethereum and Solana due to demand for NFTs spilling over to other chains. This high demand can't continue like this upwards forever, in my opinion. However, we do get intermittent surges in demand overall, especially for NFTs with more than one blockchain benefiting during these times. Now let's study the Ethereum. Demand for ETH has dropped in the last week, as we can see via some Ethereum on-chain data. This data isn't complete yet, but we can see that about $125 billion worth of volume has traded about halfway through September. And if we double that, it still doesn't quite get to the volume traded in August. We can see other on-chain data, though, that definitely does show a slowing in the demand of ETH for the last few weeks. The latest NFT search has seemingly passed its peak, meaning demand for the effort to pay for fees mint tokens and buy NFTs is dropping from those highs. Meaning the price of ETH maybe could soften as demand wanes for all of those NFT purchases that we saw over the last month. That's exactly what we're seeing, as we know if ETH goes down, you'll see softening prices across most other DeFi tokens. That's the short term, but long term if you look at the data on Etherscan. There are currently 7.6 million ETH staked in the ETH 2.0 contract, currently worth about 25 billion. Up a few billion from a couple of months ago. Telling us more ETH holders are staking for ETH 2.0, taking more and more ETH out of circulation right now. On top of that, more ETH is being burned as a result of ETH 1559. So this could potentially result in a supply squeeze as consistently less ETH is in circulation over time. I suggest that a new catalyst or development is needed to spur demand for ETH as NFT demand softens. If you're a long-term investor, these periods of lower demand and softening prices are when you accumulate. I'll be looking at those long-term drivers of growth like transactions, wallets, ETH burned and ETH 2.0 value staked. So guys, you learned in detail about Solana and Ethereum, now let's get into the Cardano. Cardano is now a fully fledged smart contract blockchain. You wouldn't have guessed it as the price has fallen from recent highs. As we've seen a mix of traders selling the upgrade and softer demand for assets this week. Another reason the price hasn't surged more is the possible disappointment of smart contracts. I didn't mean that you'd instantly have a $1 trillion ecosystem of dApps and DIGs. But these things are launching right now over the next few weeks and months. There have been a few disclaimers from the developers saying that early user experience may not be perfect, and people shouldn't expect complex smart contracts on Cardano yet. However, Tim Harrison, Cardano's marketing and communications director, advises us to manage our expectations. I believe short-term price movements are not that relevant to projects like Cardano. Instead, I agree with Tim Harrison that smart contracts are where a new exciting journey begins for Cardano. Smart contracts will enable dApps or decentralized apps to be built on the Cardano chain. The value of these dApps will determine the value of Cardano and its native coin ADA. So let's look at some of the projects being built right now. SundaeSwap is one of the most standout decentralized exchanges being built. It'll offer staking, lending, swapping and borrowing on Cardano, and will function as a mix of Uniswap and PancakeSwap. SundaeSwap will launch on the Cardano mainnet in Q3 this year, so watch closely for that launch. Other DEX wallets are numerous, including Garo Wallet, Cardax and Adax. All in the same market. But what they have in common is a drive to give users interoperability with Ethereum through ERC20 bridges. This will allow Ethereum projects to port over their tokens to trade on Cardano for lower and more predictable fees. But also allow users to wrap their ERC20 tokens to trade on Cardano with the same benefits. Many other projects are trying to essentially suck as much liquidity and value out of Ethereum as possible. So let's see how that goes over the next few months. The last Cardano project I want to discuss is Artano and also CNFT, which are NFT marketplaces. NFTs have made a lot of noise since this year, and NFT trading has pushed up fees across the board. On Artano, you can mint as many NFTs as you want for free, and you only have to pay for Cardano's transaction costs, which should be under $1. To prevent spam, though, you can only put 5 NFT pieces up for sale at once. Artano is still under development, but there's already an NFT marketplace on Cardano. CNFT has seen almost 20 million ADA spent to buy close to 100,000 Cardano NFTs. Having multiple NFT marketplaces is great as it gives artists more options to sell their art. And I'm waiting to see if big players like Open will get involved and potentially support Cardano wallets in their own version of the app. And that would bring way more volume to NFTs on Cardano. NFTs are a huge deal. For example, if you look at this graph, Open consumes the highest gas on Ethereum by a country mile. Even a DEX like Uniswap doesn't come close. So we can clearly see that at times of high demand for anything on Ethereum, there will be users flocking to other chains like Sol. And now ADA because it has smart contracts and in the very near term dApps. People will flock to them if those platforms let them do what they want for a lower price. With this in mind, we can also look at the transaction data for Cardano, which is around 100,000 transactions per day over the last 15 days. This is up almost double from a few weeks ago. We should see this rise as more dApps go live. But as Tim Harrison said, it wouldn't happen overnight and Cardano will be playing the long game. That's all I can explain about these coins. If you enjoyed the video, then hit the like button. What you think about these coins? Leave a comment in the comments section. This really helps me with the YouTube algorithm. But note that I'm not forcing you to invest in this project. It's 100% your personal decision. Thanks for watching.